And the little thin foam mattress which I'm using is just to prevent the X-Slide to sliding around. From my point of view, there are basically two options you can do. The first option is that you use seam seal on the 10th floor, and the second one is that you use a seam seal underneath the X-Slide to prevent it from slipping, but I didn't want to alter basically the X-Slide. I tried it with a seam seal on the ground in the Scarp 1. It wasn't really working out for me, apart of just attracting the dirt sticks on it. And this little foam mattress now is a EVA foam, is a closed cell foam, so it's waterproof. It doesn't give really insulation, but it cost me like £7. I got it from efoam.co UK. I don't get anything for it, yeah. It weighs like 75 grams and I did 60 centimeters by 2 meters length. So they also do the cutting for you. And this is right now what I'm using. I'm really pleased with it. It's a kind of bulky. I attach it outside, but it weighs nothing. And I also can use it as a sitting mat. So it's a multi-purpose item. And we're also not alone today. With us today is Robert for a wild camp. He pitched the Bango Nevis over there. We will have a look when he's finished set up. And we actually took this time a bay which is well protected from the wind. Maybe you recognize this spot over here. This is where I damaged my Lanshan. And it is like super windy over there. So we decided we go here into this little ditch where we have more or less no wind, and we brought some firewood and have later on just a quality time here in a good sheltered spot with a nice campfire and a good banter. Wind is kind of fresh. It's around like 6 or 7 degrees, and with the wind chill, I don't know, 2, 3, something like this. At least this is what the forecast said for Balmaha. It's the closest place we can get the forecast from here. And over here we have Loch Lomond. Yeah, it's just such a difference it's made here over here. Maybe we can make it out in the V sheltered bay. It's just so much nicer when you don't want to test your gear, when you just want to have a nice and relaxed wild camp outside. Yeah, it didn't took too long for the rain / snow to come again. So we are just heading short into the tent, and then hopefully it's just a shower. And it's also really nice. I made it here flat and then it goes slightly down so that I can have my feet down to sit. The break-in spot was difficult to set up with the ground, but a part of that is really nice when you can shape everything to your advantage, how you want it. And I left a really big gap here at the entrance, what you can see, but it's like really nice with the feet, that I can have them here and I can sit here more or less comfortable. And when I sit straight, if I would sit in the middle, you can see it's like 15 centimeters or so, even when I sit on the X-Slide. Not really any better front and side, but hopefully it will go quick. And here Robert is in his coffin. I really like the Lanshan. The Lanshan is such a brilliant little tent, I think. It's amazing. I know I use the Scarp really often recently. It was because it's new and it's really bomb-proof and high winds and all that stuff. But from the pack size, the weight and the space also inside in the Lanshan is unbelievable how big it is. Just an absolute massive space, and you can easily fit 2 people in here. And by the Scarp 1, it's rather tight for 2 people, I would say. beautiful. So absolutely stunning views for the hills here. Yeah, and the weather comes roughly from this direction. Looks not too bad. Anyway, I will drink now my coffee and then probably Robert and me, we will set up a tarp, then have a look that we make a fire spot and everything. But I'll switch you then back on. Oh, jeez, oh. Oh, nothing better to have a fire going, and we decided actually that we don't need a tarp. This is hopefully the last shower. Now we let it burn down and then we start cooking something. Bon Appetit!
Good morning, folks. It was a really good night, good sleep. Kind of windy, even as a really sheltered spot here. I will now slowly get sorted inside and then outside, put the tent away, and then we will head to the car. And hey, I hope you enjoyed our wee wild camp at Loch Lomond and the shores here, and see you next time. Bye!